Hey, what's good? It's Roknin, and I am back, and I am playing the original Metroid NES. Now, my original plan was to go back and play each Metroid game backwards in order, starting with Fusion. So Fusion, then Super Metroid, then Metroid 2, then this. And then I was going to go back and play probably Zero Mission, and then probably do the Prime games out of order. However, I don't have a way to record Metroid 2 off console yet, so I'm going to hold off on that until I get away, which shouldn't take much longer, probably be after this. But in the meantime, I had a little bit of free time. Very little, because I got a bunch of stuff to work on, but I had a little free time, and I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to go and play Metroid, because I've been wanting to play it. I just kind of got a feeling for it lately. So, fun thing to know, I actually recorded quite a bit of this, yesterday? Yeah, well, the day before I recorded this. And I was like, yeah, it's gonna be good, and I got the commentary and it was pretty awesome, and I was already set and going, and come to find out that the mic wasn't recording properly, so I lost all the commentary. Normally if I lose commentary, I'll just do post commentary. No won't be a big deal. But not for 4 videos. And I wasn't that far in the game, so unfortunately I'm just gonna go ahead and redo it. Not that you would have known without me saying anything, but see, I'm very honest. I want you to know what happens when it happens. I don't want to just keep stuff secret, and it's like, oh, well, I didn't know that. You wouldn't have known if I didn't say it. Anyway, Metroid NES. We're going to continue. No, we're not, because Metroid NES has really obscene passwords. One of the worst I've seen back in the day. So we're going to go right from start, and we're going to, of course, just play right through. And this takes me back. Ah, yes. Make sure my buttons work. I'm actually using the Wii remote right now rather than the gamepad. Mainly because playing the gamepad, which is still cool. I love the gamepad on the Wii U, but using the gamepad can kind of feel awkward playing old NES games. I like using the Wiimote on the side, so I'm glad I have that option. Which is one thing I like about the Wii U in general is that it gives you a ton of control options, so I'm okay with that. I like options. You give me options, I like you. But hey, it's Samus. And this is old school Samus. She can run, and she can jump, and she can shoot, but she cannot crouch and shoot. She cannot shoot down while in the air. Yeah, it's fun times. So, basically, if you want to hit things that are at like ground level, you need to have bombs, which we don't have right now. We just collected the Maru a second ago while I was running my mouth. Or Maru, whatever. Morph ball, you know what it is. So we can actually turn into a ball. We cannot lay bombs yet. We can't do a lot of things yet because, like all Metroid games, you come into the planet extremely pathetic. We're going to fix that really soon, though. And especially since I just ran through this, like, the other day, it's going to be sooner than I expect. That was an energy pickup, gives you 5, and you max out at 99. It's not a lot of energy to go on. See, I can't even kill those. I have to avoid them. It sucks. Those were gamers, by the way. The things coming from the sky that would, like, dive bomb us earlier, those are Scree. And that I just killed, that took 4 hits, that was a Rio. I remember most enemy names, not all of them. Well, in Brinstar anyway, but like later enemies, I won't know their names. I'm just telling you now. So yeah, I apologize in advance for like calling them the gamers of this area or the Rio of this, because basically the enemies in this game follow distinct patterns. They're all going to be pretty much similar in every area. There's only going to be a couple of different enemies that you won't see from one area to the next. So you will notice, you will see what it's like once I get to those areas if you've never seen Metroid before, which it feels weird playing something like this now, because like back in the day everybody played this and everybody knew what it was, well, as far as other gamers anyway, but like now there's actually a chance that you were born in a time where this was not a thing and you didn't play this game. And I know that sounds very self-serving or, you know, elitist, but it's not. It really is. Like, it's just, as somebody that grew up with like the NES games and, you know, my Atari games, my Atari computer games, which by the way, I'm really hoping to like find some way to get that. Oh, I want to do that so bad. I want to record some. That's really one of the reasons I started the channel, was to do like Atari ST games, but I haven't got there yet. But as somebody that like grew up with a lot of these games, it's just weird when I talk to people and it's like, yeah, I never played that because I was born after that was out, and I'm like, well, first of all, I'm like, I'm old as. But then I'm also like, wow, it's weird hearing that now, and like being in that age bracket, you know. So I was out at the, you know, I was out. I was born when this stuff was just becoming the crust. I think I played this game when I was like, I first played Metroid. And by the way, Metroid 1 or Metroid NES and Metroid 2 are like defining games of my childhood. So like along with like Mario, of course, and actually a couple of, oh my god, I didn't mean far that way. I want to get some more life. Oh well, we're going down now. Along with a few Atari ST games that nobody, like probably 3 people know of. Like if I say Star Goose, you're gonna have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. You might start what? Is that some kind of wacky 80s comic? Yeah, no, it was an actual game. It was awesome. But yeah, Metroid 1 and 2 defined a lot of my childhood and defined a lot of like my creative side. Like this game, Gradius, Contra, like music wise, there's a lot of stuff that I like would grow into, like as far as stuff I like and stuff I don't like later. It really did. Like there's so much, I spent so much time playing these games, especially Metroid 1 and 2. Metroid 2, I've probably gone through Metroid 2 like at least 40 times, I'm sure. And when I play it again, I'm sure I'll forget everything. So hopefully you're not expecting me to remember everything. Let's see. I could go. Nah, no, I can't. I need to get bombs first. I can't go any further. You go there to get your first missile tank. And to get missile or to arm missiles, you press select and you change colors, because back then she didn't have a different sprite. So to indicate that you had missiles on. Oh god, they changed the way her colors look. Oh, this area is irritating. I'm gonna get hit by something. I knew I would. There's no way to really avoid any, like, all of that. Yeah, you're gonna follow me. You're gonna follow me. Good lord, I played that badly. Oh well, whatever. We out of there. And I got 80 energy. I'm okay. I'll live. But yeah, game defined like a lot of my childhood. Metroid 1 in particular. Like I think I played Metroid 1 when I was like 7, because the game came out with 86, and I didn't have an NES. Keep in mind, when I was young, I didn't have an NES. I actually didn't get an NES, strangely enough, until I was 19. I got it from a friend that worked at GameStop. He had an NES that was like barely working, and I got that and had like 10. Somebody else had like 10 games that were just given away, because that's around the time that like the N64 and stuff was out, and you know, well, actually beyond that, it was like around the time that Dreamcast and stuff was out. We were like getting off the PS1 and stuff, so I didn't get an NES of my own until way late. But that being said, I played all these games through family members that had it. So I played Metroid, I played Zelda, I played Mario, but I didn't play it. I was determined to play it. I didn't play it on my own. I played it at my cousin's houses, and Genesis for that matter. So like Genesis games, I did have a Game Gear. I got that eventually. But yeah, so like stuff like this, I would just be happy to just go to my cousin's house and play it and like hang out with them. Even though I really didn't, a lot of time I didn't get to play because I was the youngest cousin. So there was a lot of time where it was like, I want to play Metroid. Is it my turn yet? And it's like, no, we're older. Yeah, there was that. There was a lot of that. You know how it is when you're the youngest. But I spent a lot of time playing this. The time when I get to play this game though, I played a lot of it, and especially once I was able to once I got older and I had it on my own. I went back and played it, and I was like, oh, everything about it's beautiful. Now Metroid 2, I own Metroid 2 myself actually, so that's why I played that so much more, because that was on my Game Boy, so I had it and I played the hell out of it. Oh my goodness. Now we got an energy tank, so now instead of having 99 life, we've got what is that? We've got a 198 life, something like that. It's 299s. No, actually the 0 counts. I think it's 199. Yeah, energy tank is actually 100. Right. Yeah. I just threw a whole bunch of math at you, and I'm sure you didn't understand it all. It's actually really simple. But anyway, yeah. So I can't praise this game enough. And the thing that's funny about it now is like nowadays when it is brought up in conversation, a lot of people will just, you know, they rag on how technically bad it is, and it has some glitches. Let me tell you, this game has some glitches. It's got some problems, but damn it, it's even with Zero Mission like having come out and everything, and usually, you know, when they make those kind of conversions, and they make it more like Super Metroid because everything needs to be Super Metroid, and I love Super Metroid too, but don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to dog on Super Metroid, but oh Jesus, go. But there we go. This game was still great in its own right without having to be updated. I think I kind of wish the update had stuck closer to this game, because when I played Zero Mission, a lot of people praise it and love it, and I love Fusion and I love Super Metroid, but I did not enjoy Zero Mission as much. Not to say it wasn't a bad game. 2, 3. Red doors take 5 missiles. Orange doors take or is it orange? Or I think they're still red too. There's certain red doors that take 10 missiles, but that's way later. We will barely deal with that really when we go through this. But there we go. We got bombs, so now we can deal with crouching enemies because we have bombs. And we'll go over here and we can't do anything. But you can also use bombs to open up certain walls and find shortcuts, which are shortcuts or ways to go where you need to go. So be prepared for that, because as you can imagine, they're gonna use that a lot because it's Metroid. But yeah, so this game really, I think, gets an unfair rap now. I mean, yes, it has its issues, but oh, come here. Okay, actually, I'm full on it. I need you to give me missiles. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's life. I need missiles. I see you. No missiles. Not even one. That's cool. That's fine. You want to give me a missile? Oh my god. They're gonna give me energy. I have no need for this. No missiles. Cool. But yeah. Unfair reputation. That's where I was last. Where I left off at. Actually, we can't. There's an area we can go to up here, but we need to have another item first. So there's no point. Let's go back down. Oh god. I'm gonna try and clear out all of Brinstar and what we need here for now in this one video, because not a lot we gotta get. There's not a lot we can get here first on our first run. So actually, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry for that. Had to step away. Oh god, I fell in lava. Step away for a second. I really ran at that, and oh, come on, stop it now. There we go. Let's just run through here nice and easy. Good, he bounced off a wall. We can just keep going. You're gonna stay nice and be out of our way, right? Nope. Okay, I'll just wait for you. Yeah, shooting these guys on the way back is kind of frustrating, so I tend not to. Whatever, I'll take the lava hit before I get hit by you. Let's see. Are we good? We're good. We're good. So my allergies are popping back up, which is weird. I've been fine all day. It's like, oh, you want to record? Here, have an allergy attack. Anyway, yeah. So great game, really enjoy it. It's got its technical issues. There's a couple of places actually where you can fall, and unless you're like really precise, you can die, and there's just nothing you can do about it. It's very unfair. But I'll hit those places once we get to them. I'm not gonna stress it right now. But yes, right now I'm going back and I'm gonna head. I could do one or two things. I could actually go up top and get a couple more items, but it's kind of a waste of time. And I do. Oh crap! I fell on top of that. I do believe that the original Metroid actually still has the faster you beat, the better your ending is kind of deal. Not that we don't know what's gonna happen in the ending. We're gonna find out. Oh my goodness, Samus is a girl. Which for some reason people back in the day just did not understand that. I don't know why I was one of the few that was like showing that Samus is a girl. Like, you saved that girl, but she's the one in this. Okay. It's one of those points that even back when you were a kid, like, okay, I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm not even gonna say anything. Well, actually, when I was a kid, I was much more prone to argue. Okay, I'm full on this. I'm not gonna waste my time with that. So we're gonna go to North Fair, and we're headed to North Fair now. We're gonna be there for a while. Just put that out there. So prepare to see this place for a good minute, because there is a ton to do in North Fair. I actually could come back here and get some other items, but like I said, we kind of dumb to like loop back and then have to go back to North Fair. So we're just gonna handle North Fair now. The way that the areas are split up, it's actually kind of interesting. Brinstar and North Fair are kind of like your hub worlds, and then inside of each one of those hub worlds, you have a boss layer that's like separate onto itself that has an elevator, something like this. So as you can see, this elevator is just a solid gray. When you go to one of these elevators, it's taking between hub worlds. When you go to an elevator that has a monster like on the corner or whatever, that's actually taken to a boss layer. So right now we're just going to another hub world. I call it a hub world. This is the way I call it. I know it's not actually a hub. So yeah, but we're going to North Fair. North Fair is pretty much like a different version of Brinstar, if you want to think of it that way. We want to go to the right first. Actually, what we want to do is we want to stop right here. This is actually a long video. So on the next one, I will head that way, and we will see what's over there. Find a couple of items, and then we'll go ahead and delve deeper. We're going to be in North Fair for a good while, because I'm going to go through here until we defeat the first boss. Well, the boss is sadly, there's no first quote-unquote first boss. There's just whoever you want to fight. You can fight him in any order you want, so as long as you have the ability to get to him, and that's not hard. But I tend to consider Ridley the first boss in this game. It's just easier to get to him. He's way easier to deal with and way easier to kill. So That's where I'm going. You got a problem with it? You probably don't care. But anyway, I'll get to that later.